Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Thronebreaker players are just... they're kind of screwed at this point. They're in no man's land. And Cavalier players are going to say, what about us? Well, you all just need to become Thronebreaker as fast as humanly possible. And it's cheaper than ever, and it's faster than ever, but it still takes work. But Thronebreaker players, if you're not Paragon by this point, you're just left behind. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I wish there was something better that I could tell you. I had so many people who are Thronebreakers saying, Prof, please speak up for us when I was grading Paragon offers live earlier today. They were saying, Prof, it's outrageous. Well, it is, but it's the reality of life. I'm sorry. That's going to be the title of this video. I'm sorry, Thronebreaker players. You are not special anymore. You are the opposite of special. You are forgotten. And it sounds harsh. It sounds mean. But it's Kabam saying you better become Paragon if you want to remain relevant. There's more motivation today, I would argue, for Thronebreakers to become Paragon than there are Paragon players to become Valiant, which is kind of crazy. But objectively speaking, it is what it is. And so I have had several people reach out to me to send me the same Cav and Thronebreaker offers. Linus Blanket, my man, thank you for sending this. 6-star generic awakening gems, 6-star shards, Sig stones, 6-star rank up gem crystals. I mean, the rank 3 to rank 4 rank up gems and the tier 2 primordial dust are really what I would be after if I was you all, but the Paragon offers are so much better for the units. I mean, literally, the difference between Paragon offers and Valiant bundles are like one 6,000 unit offer that's not even a 7-star offer. It's a rank 4 to rank 5 generic rank up gem, which is cool, but if you miss it, you're not really missing out. I think I might get it just so I finally take my Cap Infinity War, since I'm always bringing him in for Herc Synergy to rank 5, but I'm not like gonna regret it if I can't do that. At the same time, you just need to be, and I know it's easier said than done, you need to become Paragon as fast as possible. That's the biggest goal. Because you're just going to continue from now on to be lumped in with Cavalier players. There's going to be literally no difference with Thronebreakers in so many offers. And they've already tipped their hand and shown us that in the last 6 months. The Thronebreaker offers being lumped in with Cavalier offers, and Thronebreakers for a long time used to just get their own offers. They are, it's just the reality of 2023, and obviously that's going to be even more so in 2024. And I wish I had better news for you all, but Thronebreakers are now Cavalier players. And Cav players are now uncollected, and we've said for years that uncollected players might as well be level 5 players, because when Kabam said everybody from level 5 to uncollected are going to get the same in-game $5 daily specials and are still going to get the same opportunities for even things like, in some cases, gifting, well, uncollected players were just left in the dust. Cavalier is the new uncollected, but Thronebreaker is that tier of progression that just, the tier stands for TEAR, as in you're going to have tiers when you realize how little valued you are by the company. And it's just saying you gotta become Paragon. You just got to. And don't worry about Paragon crystals at this point. There's no guaranteed value. You can open 25 of them and not even get one 6-star. I've seen people do that before. The generic rank 3 to rank 4 gem. I mean, honestly, the past eras crystal is probably the best for these summoners, but that's because you can guarantee yourself a Hercules. And so those were the unit offers that, if you're not taking a 6-star at least to rank 3, but really for Paragon players it should be rank 4. It's just you're not gonna be happy at all with what you're looking at. And I'm going to now go through the cash offers. 6-star rank up gem crystal for $100, 5,000 7-star shards, 2 Abyss Nexus crystals. I mean, it's not bad, but obviously, whenever 2 progression tiers have the same offers, it's the lower of the 2 that get the best value. Make no mistake about it. Greater gifting crystals or greater banker crystals, whatever you want to call them, they are fine for Paragon players. They're fine for Valiant players. But if you're the minimum, if you're like Conqueror or maybe Uncollected, and suddenly you're getting the same items that Paragon and Valiant players are for the same price, that's the greatest way to spend your units ever. So if you find yourself wanting to get a better value for your units in a lot of cases, especially if you're Cavalier, and now I would say on paper the best advice for me to give you is spend those units on revives, push hard to become Paragon. You Thronebreaker players, become Paragon. But if you don't want to do the work and you just want to feel like a Paragon player for a couple weeks or feel like a Valiant player, just save your units for those 300 unit apiece crystals. And you'll be amazed at the fact that you're opening the same crystals as everybody else. You're just not that progression title. But you don't have to be, because that's the one event a year, unless they change it this year, where everybody's the same progression level for the sake of one crystal. So with that being said, 6-star Nexus, Awakening Gems, 6 stones. Again, if you're Cavalier and you have no chance to become Thronebreaker, great. But otherwise, the goal needs to be to take as many 6 stars to rank 4, and then also, really? A 5-star Nexus? Not even a 6-star crystal. Not even a basic crystal. A 5-star Nexus. I am sorry, Thronebreaker players. Kabam's telling you, this is going to be your life if you don't progress. And so I know it's very easy for me to say, on a Paragon perspective, soon to be hopefully Valiant perspective, hey, Thronebreakers, do what it takes to become Paragon. I don't want to sound like I'm out of touch or insensitive, but Kabam's telling you this. And for every day that you don't, unless you want to count on the joys of the gifting event, you're going to be punished with being clumped in now to Cavalier. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying you shouldn't be angry, but it's the reality of the game in 2023, but really almost 2024. Thronebreaker players, sorry about it. Thanks for watching.